Hi, my name is Bri Narick. I recently just graduated, and what you're about to see is the poetry that I performed my senior year of high school. I was in forensics for 2 years. So, I hope you enjoy. Hello to all the novices. I hope you stick with this. Thank you for joining. And yeah, so enjoy. The first time I got called bitch was in the 8th grade. The guy who sat behind me had muttered it under his breath. It slipped from between his lips like a bullet. Ugh. I had politely corrected him earlier. I thought I was helping. That day, I learned the fragility of a man's ego. Great news! Lizzo just took a DNA test, and it turns out she's 100% that bitch. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what testing center she went to, because last time I checked, I tested at 97. Women everywhere are in the process of reclaiming a word that was once intended to shame them for being a leader. As a talkative young girl, I sat in the front of my English class, excited to share my thoughts on the Edgar Allan Poe poem we had just read. That was until the guy behind me muttered, "That girl is such a bitch." At first, I was a little confused, because last time I had checked, I didn't look anything like Lizzo. Unfortunately, like many women before me, I went quiet and made my voice smaller to comfort the men around me. Taking back this word is imperative to create an environment of women-led spaces. So with the poems, Bitch by Carolyn Kaiser, How to Cure a Feminist by Kate Rakowski, Bitch is a Word I Hear a Lot by Kim Parko, Dharma by Billy Collins, Good Girls by Sarah Flynn, Man's Best Friend by Evie G, and Works written by Bri Narick. Beware of Dog, a program. Because a woman deserves a platform, not a muzzle. Ever find a pretty little lady at the bar only to find out that she's an empowered woman? Just follow these simple steps to cure your feminist. Now when he and I meet after all these years, I say to the bitch inside me, don't start growling. He isn't an enemy now. You think because I am a woman, I cannot call myself a dog. Look at my sweet canine mind, my long black tongue. I know what I'm doing. When you're with the wrong person, you start barking. He isn't an enemy now. Where are your manners, I say, as I say, how are the children? They must be growing up. Step 1, win her over by pretending you care about women. Example, replace the word tits with the word equality and resume normal conversation. I love equality. I wish women didn't have to hide their equality. She slobbers and grovels. After all, I am her mistress. She is basically loyal, the way the dog trots out the front door every morning without a hat or umbrella. If only she did not shove the cat aside every morning and eat all her food. If only she were not so eager for a rub behind the ear. If only I were not her god. It's nice to know you're doing so well, I say. He couldn't have taken you with him. You were too demonstrative, too clumsy, not well-groomed pets of his new friends. Give my regards to your wife. I say, you gag, as I drag you off by the scruff, saying, goodbye, it's nice to have seen you again. Step 2. Treat her right. Now, let's not get too crazy. But if you buy her things while undermining her Ford Explorer and combat boots, she will begin to think of this as positive reinforcement. Like a dog. I hate that word. And maybe that's why it's used. People love to hurt one another. It's what makes us human. I do love dogs. They don't seem to be evil unless people make them that way. Step 3, put her on a diet of cigarettes and hairspray until her waist is that of an apple core. Tell her that she's never looked more ravishing. The adoption coach told us that our new dog was highly food motivated. I have been called, I love dog shows, lined up in a row, look at them go, hoping and praying to win the best in the show, just for an itty bitty little head pat, while the owner gets useful stuff like money, because a dog can't use money now. That's just silly. Step 4, show her what you're capable of. Come home covered in another man's blood, dragging a chunk of this muscle in your mouth. Make her clean up the mess. Our dog trembles when he's afraid. And once it starts, you just, there's no comforting him. Step 5, build her a bomb shelter. Tell her that the world is not wondering where she is. Fashion a dog collar out of broken glass. They covered my head as a weapon was raised. Step 6, give her a new name. First, whisper into the crook of her neck until her muscles have committed to memory. They held me down. Scroll B. I T C A. I'm sorry. I didn't want any of this. If a dog wears pants, do they go on all fours, or do they get sent home for showing more than their paws? Good girls? Alright. Not supposed to raise our voices when we argue, or even argue at all in the first place. Good girls are not supposed to act anything like me. I'm told I'm beautiful, talented, amazing, smart. Told I'm a goddess way ahead of others. But all that doesn't matter, because I'm also told that I'm a bitch.